Good evening. Today in class we spoke about the distributive property and we showed it 4 different ways. We had A times B plus C, which equals AB plus AC. We had the B plus C first, and it's really the same thing. All that is changing is the order of the letters. And we also saw today that we could change the order from addition to subtraction for a distributive property. AB minus AC, as well as B minus C times A comes out to be BA minus CA. So that's what we did today. Now, we also spoke about what it looks like with some problems. So, for example, if we had 3 times x plus 7, we distribute the 3 to the x and to the 7. So this would look like 3x plus 7. This is simplified. So if you see me asking to simplify something, this is what I'm looking for. Here's another example. 12 times 3 minus 1/6 of t. Again, I'm going to distribute the 12 to both terms. And my answer is going to be 36 minus 2t. Again, this is the simplified answer. Here are 2 to try on your own. 1, 0.4 grouped together with 1.1x times 13, and 2y minus 1 times negative 4. The only reason why this is in parentheses is so you see it's times 4, negative 4, not minus 4. Now, we also saw the distributive property with fractions. We have the distributive property with fractions. And we did this today in class. I'm going to put 2 problems here for you to work on. First problem is 4x minus 16 divided by 3. And the second problem is 11 plus 3x divided by 6. Now you're going to put these all in on the video, and it's going to be sent to me, and I'll do it all online. You don't have to rewrite these problems and hand them in. The final way to see the distributive property is an idea called using the multiplication property of negative 1. Using the multiplication property of negative 1. Now, you've seen this before, and it's always confused you, so let's talk about it together now. You've seen negative on the outside times 2y plus 3x. And you're sometimes confused. What do I do with this minus sign here? What does it mean? Now remember, we can really have, this can be negative 1, so that I can distribute this negative 1 to both 2y and 3x. So negative 1 times 2y equals negative 2y. And remember, we keep the term with sign in front of it, so it's really a positive 3x. So we're going to have negative 1 times positive 3x, which is negative 3x. And that is our answer. Let's try another one. Negative a plus b. Again, this negative is really a negative 1. And we're going to distribute this negative 1 to both the a and the positive b. So we end up with negative a minus b. One more to go over with you. What about negative 3z minus 4w? Well, again, we know that this negative really means it's a negative 1 that has to be distributed throughout. So negative 1 times 3z is negative 3z. And then we have negative 1 times negative 4w, because again, that negative sticks with the 4w. Now, a negative times a negative is a positive. That's right. So this is really positive 4w. How about some problems to practice? Problem 1 will be negative times negative x plus 31. And then problem 2 will be negative 6m, negative times 6m minus 9w. Again, this is a 31, not 3i. Again, you're going to do all 6 of these problems, the 2 from each little unit, on the computers. You don't have to do them on paper. If you need to review, please feel free to review this lesson again. And on Monday, we're going to talk about combining like terms. So if you have notes from last year you want to review about combining like terms, go for it, because we're going to tie in combining like terms, distributive property, and some of the other properties, and have a grand old time with all of it. Have a great evening. See you in school tomorrow, and see you in class on Monday.